It's 11 p.m. and these are the headlines. The 34th session of the Arab Inter-Parliamentary Union's Executive Committee kicks off in Algiers with a particular emphasis on the Palestinian issue. Africa's Week at the UNESCO winds up highlighting Algeria's paramount role in promoting education in the continent. And a favorite destination for Algerian families to relax and escape the daily stressful routine. Welcome back, everyone. Algeria will be holding tomorrow the 36th conference of the Arab Parliamentary Union to discuss during 2 days several issues of the Arab region, especially in the light of the exceptional circumstances of the Palestinian people. More insights with Najah Tayar.
Important files topped by the Palestinian issues are presented in view with the current situation shaping the Arab world contemporary Arab history.
The situation in Gaza and the Palestinian territories will be at the heart of the agenda. I call for the need to submit concrete initiatives to develop them in order to strengthen joint Arab parliamentary action, particularly at the Inter-Parliamentary Union level, and to examine all mechanisms and ways to enable us to follow up the Zionist occupation's crimes. In this conference, a strong final statement is expected to highlight the positions of the Arab states on what's taking place, notably the Palestinian issue.
This session edition coincides with Algeria's membership in the Security Council. Due to that, hopes in finding settlements are in the offing through the many Arab crises.
We always commend Algeria and its efforts. It has an honorable history of great struggle, giving us hopes to effectively discuss these files. We count a lot on Algeria's presidency of this conference because it will produce a good outcome, given that Algeria is known for its support to the Arab causes. It is a good omen that this conference is held in Algeria. This country has a historic position supporting the Palestinian cause. We hope that the current meeting here will rise to the challenges facing the Palestinian people and the Arab nation. The proceedings of the Executive Committee began with a rich agenda. The most important point in this conference decisions implementation.
The participants in this meeting are betting on achieving a consensus regarding a set of files deemed essential for the Arab nation in dire need for unity to face up the multifaceted challenges.
And following the request of South Africa, the International Court of Justice ordered the immediate cessation of attacks in the occupied Palestinian territories. Algeria welcomed the court's injunction for the Zionist entity to end its aggression on Rafah and the Gaza Strip. However, the situation for the population continues to worsen, with intensified bombings and a famine threatening civilians, particularly children. Reported by Usama Zaid, taken up by Mirafa.
Despite the International Court of Justice's rule to immediately cease genocidal operations against Rafah, the Zionist entity continues to defy the resolutions of the UN Highest Court, according to our correspondent in Gaza, Wissam Abu Zaid. Massive explosions were heard as smoke rose over the Gaza-Bib neighborhoods, where several Palestinians were injured by continuous artillery fire on the city of Jabalia. This relentless assault confirms the increasing barbarity of the Zionists, resulting in at least 20 martyrs in the northern Gaza Strip today, adding to the 46 martyrs recorded over the past 24 hours, an escalation that follows the recognition of the Palestinian state by Norway, Ireland and Spain. After nearly 8 months of war, the pressure on the Zionist entity continues to mount daily. Following the decision of the International Court of Justice, several world capitals were warned that the rules issued by the UN's highest court are binding and demanded their compliance. Algeria, for its part, expressed its satisfaction with the International Court of Justice's injunction for the Zionist entity to end its aggression in Rafah in the Gaza Strip.
On the occasion of celebrating Africa's International Day, a meeting was held here, bringing together African students from different nationalities, during which Algeria's key role in promoting education in the continent was highlighted.
Africa celebrates its history with an optimistic view on the future. A celebration marked by evocative symbols of the African Union and the aspirations of the African peoples for freedom, peace and prosperity.
Le colonialisme a tout le temps essayé de nous diviser.
Colonialism has always tried to separate us by creating conflicts based on ethnicity and language, but the Africans have great aspirations to recover their African identity and get rid of all crimes committed by colonialism.
Les Africains en se débarrassant de tous les crimes qu'a pu connaître le colonialisme.
Through this celebration, the Africans reaffirmed their devotion towards strengthening their unity and solidarity by showing their diversity with concrete actions for a better future.
This event allowed us to gather Africans from different countries. It's time to make a change in Africa, and it will happen thanks to Africans. It's up to us to move on. We have no choice.
Nous n'avons pas le choix, c'est le mot que je répète toujours. Nous n'avons pas le choix. Les choses doivent changer et c'est aux Africains de changer les choses.
Despite all the challenges, education remains the pillar of progress in Africa, a sector in which Algeria is a leader and will make its partners benefit from its experience through the inter-African cooperation.
Cette année, ils ont le slogan de l'Union africaine, c'est l'éducation.
This year's motto is education and teaching. I am glad to see that we are aware that it is the only way to develop our continent.
Que nous pouvons construire un continent prospère.
La société civile n'est pas uniquement dans un rang.
Civil society has a positive impact on the local populations by creating opportunities and launching projects.
Today, the future of Africa seems clear thanks to Algeria's unconditional devotion towards education and the unity of the African peoples.
And as part of Africa's Week at the UNESCO, the Algerian famous singer Jam ignited the Paris stage and mesmerized his fans with several Algerian hits, denoting the continent's rich cultural legacy still inspire many artists and figures around the world. Let's share these unforgettable moments with Afaf Bouchet and Ryan Bahi.
The singer Jam was at the top of his art and ignited the UNESCO stage yesterday, offering a breathtaking performance accompanied by beautiful aerial images of the varied landscapes of our country. His music was typically African in terms of rhythm and style. He came to pay tribute to our continent on the occasion of the African Week celebration at the UNESCO.
We defend the African causes every time. With our music and vibes, we sang different styles like Shabi. Algeria is very rich in terms of music and melody.
The event marked the end of the festivities celebrating African Week, in which Algeria took part, showcasing the richness of our culture and heritage.
L'Algérie nouvelle avance.
The new Algeria is moving forward. You know the importance that the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, attaches to culture, to the defense of our heritage and the promotion of our country. And this year all efforts have been made in this regard. And thank God, everything was seen through our artists, fashion designers and gourmet, and all the craftsmen who were present. There were calligraphy artists as well. We also organized activities for children. This is the new Algeria.
Initiated as part of the celebration of Africa World Day on May 25th, the anniversary commemorating the creation of the Organization of the African Unity, this event was a vibrant tribute to African cultural diversity.
Je trouve que c'est fantastique de voir tous ces pays unis. Rassemblés au sein d'un lieu aussi prestigieux.
It's fantastic to see all these united countries gathered in one place as prestigious as the UNESCO. I think it shows that ultimately all the countries are united and there is a solidarity existing, and it conveys a message of peace.
Peace, but also freedom. This is precisely the message of all our artists who didn't fail to display their solidarity with our brothers in Gaza. whenever the occasion arises.
Moving on now to coral, this beautiful material used for the creation of jewellery tells the story of an ancestral passion. Our team paid a visit to this workshop in Al-Tarf province to meet the artisans and the interns. The full story with Badi Amrani and Yasin Hamidi.
In the east of Algeria, deep in the Mediterranean Sea, the red gold is extracted to be transformed into beautiful jewelry in this workshop in Taboul in the province of Al-Tarf by these talented artisans. A work that requires a lot of patience and passion for art.
There is a lot of coral in Algeria, and particularly in our province. I have been doing this job for 25 years. I learned it with my father.
Before being commercialized, this beautiful jewelry goes through different steps, such as cleaning and cutting. Steps that require a lot of precision.
Drilling is the most important stage. It allows the shaping of the jewelry.
In addition to the jewelry creation, this workshop trains youth interested in turning coral into jewelry. The interns have a lot of projects.
The government has always backed us. We want to preserve this heritage. From 2019 till today, we trained 300 artisans. I'm here for training. I want to learn how to make jewelry out of coral. I'm planning to open my own jewelry in the future.
With beautiful souls full of art, the passion of coral jewelry will be preserved and will live forever in this beautiful region of Algeria.
And let's sound the edition with the Hamdaniya region in Mdia province, as it is witnessing a wide turnaround of visitors from all over the country and considered as a clear air zone and a haven for families and tourists as well. Let's discover more with Najah Tayar.
Between the majestic mountains, the warm water rivers and the decorating pottery shops, the Hamdaniya visitors don't miss any weekend to roam in this attraction-like site.
We visit this place to get rid of the stressful work and start a fresh week. This tourist site includes the Merja River, in which the visitors come from all over the country to swim, walk around, or to have a lunch and rest.
Adding to the youth and the kids who find their quest in this nature, also do the elderly who seek calm and meditation.
We like to come here and meditate. It's very beautiful and safe. Whenever I come here, I relax.
We come from Qasr al-Bukhari to Al-Hamdaniya. It's a breathtaking sight. Our country is very beautiful.
Al-Hamdaniya is more than a mesmerizing sight to the eyes. It is so healthy to the body and mind. Therefore, we have to preserve it.
And that was it for today's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.